Hey, everybody, welcome back to Off the Wall. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sol.
So Comic-Con's going on right now, and it's an interesting time because all the major normal players you would usually see at Comic-Con all pulled out. Then the writer's strike happened. Now SAG is on strike. So we're not getting as much out of Comic-Con this year. Usually we would have made like 30 videos by now with all the stuff that was getting dropped at Comic-Con. Not so much. So now that Comic-Con, happened over the weekend and it's wrapped up, we're getting kind of the last few scraps of what was left to bring. And one of those things is Gen V, which we were just saying before we started rolling. We saw the first teaser for this a year ago at last year's Comic-Con because it was right after season 3 of The Boys that wrapped up. So it's been a bit.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I'm just assuming that the show then has already been filmed. So this is one of those that if they continue going without paying their writers and paying their actors properly, we're going to get to a point where there's going to be no new shit. Yeah. So this is like we're at the tail end of the new stuff that's going to come out this year and next year. But if this fight continues, like this might be the last of stuff that we see for a while,
because things that were supposed to be coming out at the beginning of the year have been halted. The Penguin series has been halted. Batman Part 2 has been halted. Actually, season 4 of The Boys is done. Like they wrapped shooting a couple months ago, but the showrunners have said they won't even start to work on getting it ready for release until after the strikes have been resolved.
If I remember correctly, too, with like House of the Dragon, because of the union that works on stuff in the UK, you can't go on strike in retaliation of other strikes.
Yeah.
So you can't join them. But I think I heard like Matt Smith said, fuck it, I'm not showing up, so I'm going to go on strike myself.
Yeah, there hasn't been an official, like, as of right now, House of the Dragon Season 2 is still technically in production. Production hasn't been halted yet. I'm not sure how much, but yeah, when you get into international stuff, it gets a little bit different. So we'll see. But anyway, Gen V, everybody. Gen V. So we got the first full, they're calling this the teaser trailer. I would figure that's what we got last year was, but also once you get 2 minutes long, I think at that point you're just a full trailer. But
I mean, we've had regular trailers be a minute long and called regular trailers, and teaser trailers being 2 to 3 minutes long. So I think they just name it whatever the fuck they want.
It's seriously, it becomes the thing. It's like we have teaser trailers, then official trailers, then first official trailers, then release trailers, then
trailer 2.
There used to be an order to they used to be an order to this sort of thing, and now it seems like that's all dead. So anyway, let's watch the trailer for our I guess technically second spinoff of The Boys.
Being a hero.
Starting off with Adrian. Oh,
this is all from the last couple seasons.
Yeah.
Welcome to Godolphin University. We've trained the best and brightest young heroes since 1965. Godolphin is a safe space for you to thrive.
Nice.
Okay. Taking bloodbending to a whole new level.
Marie Moreau, you could be the first top-ranked freshman in history.
I think you meant to say first black woman in the 7.
But you have a target on your back.
A few of us are going off campus. Let's have a good time.
I'm sexy, I'm free, and I feel vulgar.
I'm still drunk from last night.
Perfect. Just take a sip. Say Turbo Rush cures hangovers.
I wouldn't pour this on my dick if it cured cancer.
There are dangerous, evil people at that school.
That was like very scary movie. Okay, why are we scary moving this?
Everything is fucked.
Clearly.
Because Ashley. What was that, a puppet?
I exploded his dick. tag team explosion.
Wow.
Freshman class is savage this year.
September 29th.
Okay. So
I
have some thoughts.
Ooh. How are you feeling about the whole exploding dick?
Feeling a lot of things. About that. I'm also feeling like, oh man, I may have to blur some stuff. Which is weird considering this is on YouTube, but there's Amazon's YouTube channel and then there's ours.
True.
Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah. A lot more like having that scary movie element in it, and not like as in scary movie as in the title scary movie, but as in like actual movies that are scary.
Yeah. It's you know, I heard this described by somebody who I guess knew it from the comics, that they described it as being like the X-Men but for the world of the boys. Is kind of what like Xavier's University is what this is kind of supposed to be. I'm not sure how much of that I'm getting from this trailer.
Yeah.
I'm actually getting, and I don't mean this as an insult, but I'm getting kind of like New Mutants vibes, which is where they were trying to be kind of like this horror movie with you know, mutants in a school, and this is almost seems like kind of the weird route that it's going. So I don't know, maybe I was expecting more like Degrassi but with superpowers and graphic violence. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to get a feel for what this is gonna be about.
Right.
It's in the world of the boys and it looks brutal. So
yeah, and it feels like they're gonna up the ante on the shock and awe, which they have with each season of The Boys, and you can already see that in the trailer. This is what they're showing us in the trailer. So just imagine what we're
and out his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh
imagine what we're going to see in the actual show if this is what we're being shown in the trailer.
Yeah. Oof. And it that is sticking with me. That is sticking with me more than I thought. Usually that stuff, I mean, look, when the dolphin scene happened in season 1, I was down in the basement watching it and I went, oh my God. And I heard my mother upstairs go, I know, right? Because she had watched it the night before. She was like, something's going to happen. So she knew exactly what moment I was talking about.
But she didn't call for you to have cookies?
No, that was a different night.
If go on a scavenger hunt of our past videos, there's only a year's worth. And see if you can find what video we're referencing of Mike's mom calling if Mike wants some cookies.
Yeah, it's in one of our videos. I know we've talked about it on the show. But yeah, you know, it's cool to see that Ashley is at least going to be back in this, because she's a character that has grown into the character itself has grown into her role in the show,
right, and
become a lot more compelling as opposed to like season 1 where she kind of disappears after the first few episodes. And she's, you know, that actress is very good in like Jessica Jones and stuff like that as well. So but you know, they show I'm wondering how many other characters from The Boys are going to appear. I think A-Train is in this show, if I'm remembering from the first trailer, but all the stuff we saw at the beginning was super cuts from like previous seasons of The Boys. So
because at first I was like, oh, A-Train, and then I was just like, oh wait, no, because you could see that it was just stuff that from like season 1.
I think I saw him, but the person I saw was wearing like a suit or a tux. And I'm so used to seeing him in costume because he's always in costume. So I don't know if that was actually him I saw or just looked like him in a quick flash. I don't know. Maybe it was 2 shots together. But yeah, I didn't catch any of the other than Ashley, other boys characters in this. which I think is fine. I mean, let it
Yeah.
be its own show, but also, I mean, you're in the world of The Boys and you're talking about the Seven. I'm wondering where the overlap is. Does this bridge between seasons 3 and 4? I don't know. What do you think?
I feel like we're not going to see them, but we're going to see them on like news coverage and social media. So we might like where they're not physically there, like in the same room as these characters.
Yeah.
But you're seeing them in like media, whether it's the news, whether it's social media, YouTube, whatever. It looked like they were doing a commercial there. It might be like for one of the products, and we've seen the other people in the Seven doing commercials, so it could be something of that range where we're seeing them like very, very much in the background, how they're presented to the world and how they actually are.
So I'm looking on the Wikipedia right now, and so this is where the strike stuff gets interesting with this too, is because Gen V was set to run concurrently with the 4th season, meaning it happens at the same time as the 4th season.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
But they hadn't made, but at the time when they announced that, there wasn't a release date set yet for season 4 of The Boys or Gen V. And since they've stopped production on season 4 of The Boys, it doesn't have a release date as of right now. I mean post-production, they were done wrapping. But and this isn't set to come out till September 29th. So obviously that ball had already started rolling and they couldn't stop it.
Right.
So now I'm actually wondering if it's one of those, like if there was going to be overlap. Because like when with the CW DC shows, it was always like if you watched Flash on Tuesday, if there was a crossover that would start on the Flash on Tuesday and then on Arrow on Wednesday or whatever days it was. And so
we might have Gen V referencing stuff that we haven't seen yet because season 4 is not out yet.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. And it could be one of those where season 4 is referencing stuff from Gen V, and that's why they feel confident of putting Gen V out first.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting. I remember reading that, but again, it was a year ago. So
yeah, I
haven't thought about that since you just reread it now.
Yeah, I remember reading that because we talked about this a year ago when we watched the first trailer. So, and we had even less information then. So yeah, I'm really curious how this is going to affect it, because I really hope it's not a situation where I'm trying to see if there's anything in the Wikipedia about or any other updates on it, but no, I'm really curious. I mean, obviously, I don't think they would, like you said, I don't think they'd put it out if they didn't think it was okay. Like if it was going to screw them up to put this out without season 4, I don't think they would.
Right. And for me, there's a simple solution. Pay your writers and pay your actors well, and all the problems will be solved. They are literally losing more money now being on halt than what they would lose by paying people what they're worth.
Especially because like we had Oppenheimer and Barbie had their first big weekend here, and I'm really curious to see box office numbers during these strikes. If people are going to be less inclined to go see these movies and pay money to see these movies if they want to be in support of the strike. They might be like, well, no, I'm not going to go pay to see the movie to pay the studio that we're striking against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm curious if this is going to affect the box office, and then this is for a whole other video altogether. But
but they have asked us, like the both unions, to pretty much still go see movies because it shows that they're viable and we're worth being paid for. Because if we just stop going to movies, then they're going to change the model and be like, see, this is why we don't pay you.
Yeah.
So still go see the movies, but I'm
not seeing Oppenheimer till this weekend. Anyway, Gen V. I mean, look, it looks cool. It looks brutal. It looks like a spinoff of The Boys. Yeah, it looks like The Boys. So I mean, I'm on board. There's not a whole lot you had to do to sell me on this. I mean, honestly, I'm still thinking about that. I've been wondering what was going on with this show for a while because I was like, we saw that trailer a year ago. So this one's taking its sweet ass time, whereas Harley Quinn season 4 is like, hey, see you next week, guys. I'm still a little salty about that. So
check out our trailer reaction to Harley Quinn season 4.
And look forward to the episode reactions. They're coming, just figuring out logistics because we weren't planning on it. So
well, we at least have time to plan for Gen V. I'm excited for it. I really like The Boys. I still haven't seen the animated show though on Amazon.
I keep meaning to. I never
Tell
do.
us down in the comments below. Would you like us to watch it? Would you like us to react to the animated show? Let us, because that's typically where we do our reaction. Are with animated. Although I kind of feel that you'll probably have to blur some stuff, even though it is animation.
Yep, probably feeling like it. That's yeah. So, all right. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us here over at Off the Wall. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit the ring that notification bell, whatever the kids are saying these days, and we'll see you guys again here next time on Off the Wall. Bye.